Hey everybody, it's your boy Joey Mufaro, Matose of Matose Visuals, and we're opening up Lightroom. Perfect. We got the pictures up. You just saw the 360 video of the shoot, right? Yeah, that's what led you over here. Okay, all right, awesome. So I already edited most of these, and I made two presets for these. I actually made three. I recorded this edit that we're about to go through, but my screen capture was recording in a weird format. So I'm just recording this one more time. So over here, what we see over here in the presets, the three presets that you will have will be Bold and Mellow Blues. It's a real punchy, real dramatic, real dark one. My daughter's right here saying hello. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyways, so over here you see the presets. We have Bold Mellow Blues. That's a real punchy one. That's one I use like to get real dramatic look. And then we had Chill City Streets. And as you see, that one's more timid, more light, really lit up. And that was for the ones that I had for the middle of the street, in the middle of this alleyway. Um, and then we have Chili Red. That one was just more of a reddy, punchy. You get the red in the boots and the red all over, and a real cool red um, tones for this picture. So I put those three presets in a pack for you. Let's walk through Chili Red. So here we are. I'm just gonna reset this one, and then you see what we have right here, kind of like a brown tone. Um, what I like about this picture is like it's kind of dramatic. She's on the ledge. You see the bokeh right here. I like to shoot against the wall or shoot against something, and then have that be, just show the depth that you have. Um, so I had the model right here on this ledge. First thing I like to do is I like to play with my exposure a little bit, lighten it, darken it, according to, excuse me, I like to lighten it, darken it according to like whatever my picture is. Get a little more punch with the contrast. And I always like to drop down my highlights, bring up my shadows a little bit, makes it a little more dramatic. Play with my whites and my blacks. I give them both love. Ain't no racism around here. Such a corny joke. And most people don't really show themselves playing with these, but I like to work with my clarity and my texture just to bring a little more life into your picture. And then I like to just punch up the vibrance, punch up the saturation a little bit, give your boy some love, give your girl some love, this picture, and then mess with my S-curve. Let your soul glow. Yep, I really just did that. Anyway, so then we're going to go down to the SSS. We're going to go down to the HSL, and then we're going to work with these colors. Eesh, that looks a mess. I don't know what I just did. Let me go back up here to the vibrance and saturation. I'm going to bring these down a little bit. It's a little bit much. So this might just end up being a whole nother preset that I throw on there. Just because I had to re-edit it again. Alright, let's go back down to the HSL. I want the reds and the shoes to pop. And then kind of work with you have to be careful with your yellows and your oranges, because if you have a black or ethnic model, that's kind of where their skin tones rest at. Um, so I like to be careful with those and kind of adjust them. Make sure I keep on looking at the model. I'm gonna bring down the blues and the purples, just because I want it to be kind of cool, a cool feel to it. And then on the split toning on the highlights, I always like to use this little preset that they have. It's like a nice, cool, subtle coolness to it. And then you just come back and play with your curves. You just play with your edits, and then you get to your point where you really like it, where you kind of feel like you feel comfortable. A little bit too much. Get down. Probably want to drop down that. Oh, you don't want to drop that down. Just keep it where it was. Mess with your exposure a little bit. And then with this one, I'm going to crop it a little bit. It's just a little long down here. So I'm going to hit up the crop tool. And then just bring it up a little bit. Even her out a little bit from here and here. Over here, it's cool. That little extension is fine. Her most of her body is centered. So we're good. Double tap that. And, ooh, looking nice. So let's see, what does it look like from Chili Red. Chili Red's a bit more poppy. So what we're gonna do, I like the chill coolness of Chili Red. Even though we dropped down the blues, I think I still want those down a little bit. Bring up the saturation on your split tone. Let your reds pop a little bit more. Go to the hue. Go to the oranges. And work on your skin tones a little bit. I'm gonna knock out all of the greens in the shot. I'm gonna knock them down. We look good right there. Alright. And then that has a nice coolness to it. Now it's still now we're gonna try to get her to punch her out a little bit more. So let's do a radial filter. And then we're just gonna put it in the middle. Gonna invert it. Excuse me. So we're gonna sharpen her up a little bit on here. Give her a little more texture. And then I want to drop down this exposure. I don't know why it was so crazy. I like where it was. Drop down the highlights a little bit too. Play with that a little bit. The whites. Alright. I think we're good with that. And with that one, it's just a subtle. You lighten her up a little bit, so now you can bring it everything down just a tad, just a tad, just a tad. There we go. And then I kind of like how that is. Um, it's pretty much how I got to the chili red. Um, all right, so then that's the and there we go. So we have a nice little preset right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to, this is just another tutorial in itself as well. So we're going to create a preset. So what we're going to do is go to your presets, hit this little square, add new presets, create preset, and then you find a name for your preset. Let's call it. And then you find a name for your preset. Let's call it some winter, because I feel like it's some like a winter shot, some like a winter vibe. And then you see that it's just like a nice little chill street edit. So what happens is you go down and then you see your user presets, and then in this preset I'm gonna add the bold metal blues, and that one's like a punchy one. You're gonna get that one. Then you're gonna get chili red. That's like a bright red preset. Then you're also gonna get chocolate streets. That's more like a natural subdued street view, but you still see the edge in it. But it's real subtle, but it's still kind of nice, and you're like, yeah. And then you're gonna get some winter, which is also more cool, more subtle, a cool subtle one. So feel free to download these presets. Some of these other presets are some that I created, and some are from YC Imaging. I just like to download other people's presets. I like how their photos come out, so I buy them, download their presets, and I support everyone else. So with that being said, I appreciate your support. These are free presets, so make sure you go to my website, matosevisuals.com. Go to the shop. I have a couple other free presets in there that you can totally download for free. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, where you're going to see these pictures. And excuse me. And from there, we're definitely gonna make some more work. So stay tuned for the rest of the pictures and videos that I produce and I make. So stay tuned for the rest of the pictures and videos that I make throughout the year, throughout the years to come. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me on all social and Facebook. And if you're in the Ohio area, Atlanta area, Cali area, you know what I mean, I'm gonna be doing some master classes soon. So let's link up. Let's make it swaggy out. You know what I mean? Let's go. So thanks again. Be blessed.